Hi folks, welcome back to Satisfactory once again. We are showing a quick update on what I've been doing this week. So last episode we just about got the electronics production underway. Well, as you can see, the top floor is now underway. So we'll run through everything. I'll show you what everything's making. So you already saw this one. This is making the stars. That's going all the way along with that. It's also going up to the station above. And then the next one, which we started building, was the AI limiters. So that's got the copper sheets and the cable, quick wire. So they're making a nice amount. They're also going up to the station. I've only just wired the stations up the now, so that's why everything's running. And I've also got them going into the storage things as well. Don't think what I see any of them filling up. Right, they're already full. Cool. So off camera, we've done the stars, sorry, the motors. So obviously one of them will go up towards the station, and the next one will be going down into the next level, and they'll go towards motors. And then you've got the electronic and magnetic stuff, which also go into the motors. So it's basically these two will be going down the way, and they'll make the motors. There's actually, I just unlocked a quicker way, which is annoying. It'll give us double that, so it'd actually give us 20, and I just realised that's not got these. So that would actually give us 40. The other one. I guess I didn't. Because we need a lot of these. Because these also go into the uranium stuff. Ah, so they all had it, so it's just the others didn't have any. Okay. So that should speed them up a bit more. But as I say, I did unlock another version which uses the high-speed capacitors or connectors, which is pretty easy to make because we're going to make them in the floor below anyway, so we'll see. I could easily just switch that over at a later date because they would just take over the limiter one, and that would give us the same amount. So yeah, those are the next ones. So we're going to make the next set of floors, and in that floor is going to be the motors and the circuits, and then the high-speed connectors because we need them. I may need to actually pressing everything but the one I need to, I've got 11 more. So yeah, we'll definitely need to make more high-speed connectors. Put some circuits in there. I know we would need crystal oscillators for the next research thing, but that's not till phase 5 anyway, so don't need it for a while. But we will need quite a lot of those. So if I really wanted to make motors now, I could easily just make them. See, it's coming along nicely, as you can see. It's beginning to look more like a factory now. I've got a gap there for. That's how I don't have to go over. Probably. That's down to the actual speed of it now. Once we get this mark 6 belts, but that's going to be a while because we need the crystal stuff like that. Copper sheets will fly through once we get that. See this because I think I actually need that for the we need the versatile frames. They also make supercomputers, which we need for the next thing as well, I believe. Yeah, the thermal thing. What is that assembly by right there? God, that is a really slow thing. 0.75 a minute. We're going to need a lot of them. And I don't think you can alternate them either. So yeah, once we actually get the research factory built, we'll put them all into one place. Just bring everything over that we need. We may actually do that next. Because I don't think we've got past this stuff yet. Go back up there. Oh. That requires. I think that's the next thing that we actually unlock. Advanced aluminium. Is it not particle enrichment, isn't it? Yeah. That gives us the particle accelerator. But that's all we need. Turbo motors. Fuse modular frames, cooling systems, and then leading edge that gives us modular, yeah. So we don't even have the thermal propulsion thing yet. Oh, so this one gives us the fuse modular frames. Yeah, because we need the nitrogen stuff for it, don't we? Good thing about nitrogen is you don't require pumps for it, so we could really, if we wanted to, stick it on a ship. Bring it over to the oil production via pipeline, and then bring it down that way, because I think we actually set up more cargo stations in the fused place, didn't we? I think we did. Let's select this. Anyway, we'll get some of this researched, because I've got the aluminium stuff. That was the other way down, it was 200 of them. We need a whole bunch of copper wire. And then 50 of those. I think those are radio control units, aren't they? Yeah. Are they counted as electronics? Maybe. But if those do require crystal oscillators, so we will need to make those. I think that's just I should make that here in theory, that oscillator stuff. And by the looks of it, that'll need a whole factory just for its own thing. So yeah, that will need the... I'm going to put that under electronics, stick it in the next floor down. Well, it won't need to be the floor under that because the motors and stuff is under that one. So may as well start working on next floor. I think it was only 6 that I put down, wasn't it? So there's no point in going the whole 10. It's just wasting a lot of space. We should be able to go all the way to then because the factory takes up the whole slot. This is the motors and the circuits and stuff. So circuit boards, it's plastic and copper sheets. Or if we bring copper sheets and silicon, which is actually the base recipe out of them. We actually got a decent amount, so I'm thinking of that one. Is that it? No. Trying to think. So, what's this one? That's the output. And that's and get spotted gear. Get the basics. That's the plastic one. What's it? No, I was going to say should I just do it with plastic, but I think we were saying the sockets is that's the quickest. Yeah, the silicon one. Because I think for this one, we could actually just take yeah, because the aluminium one goes over to the basics, doesn't it? So we could add the silicon onto the basics and make the crystals over there. Yeah, I might just do that. The bauxite one does make silicon, but it's a bit of a pain in the butt to maintain that one. So I might just buy default quartz. So that's good. That's where it's going to be this first one. But yeah, we'll go over. Because I think the aluminium one actually goes to that one. Kick out jumping on the train before if it was in front, but, or even just walking. Oh well, we're going in here anyway. Not going in there. That's the basics though. I think you were going in there. Oh, you're going to electronics. I think you were going in there. Right, so this is the basics one, right? So I'm assuming that's a drop-off one, because that's the pickup one. because that's the aluminium. So we could easily add the quartz into one of these two, and then the output would go into one of these. Yeah. Then we'll get silicon on the go. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go whenever the train for down here comes, and we'll go and add. Well, could add the silicon over here. We'll see which of these platforms is fairly quiet. I'll just put my space over here for the silicon production. So you need rock crystal. And what I could do is we could put the crystals themselves into as well. And they can be that final station. Because we will probably use them at some point. I've actually got the core spells set up. I just don't have to go in anywhere. So doing that. one, really. And I'm off by 1. What the hell? I'm not going to ask what's going on now. There we go. So we'll just add the quartz on here. That's why I was doing it, because of the little road things. Hello. Which train I want? Oh, you're in that one, okay. So I'm looking for the train who's in this middle one. But I think we'll do that. I'll do that off camera, because this is mainly a tour video now. So when we come back, I'll have the silicon mixed in, and we'll send that over, and we'll start using that for the circuits. So until then, you take care. Enjoy the rest of your days, and I'll catch you next time for the next update. Bye for now.